Hey y'all, today we are finally wrapping up the LEGO Star Wars, the complete Saga levels ranked. It's kind of funny because I've already played through a lot of Skywalker Saga, and I'm sorry, but that game blows complete Saga completely out of the water. Everything about it is so cool. I might make a video on it. I don't know what necessarily. Probably won't be like a straight up review. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about. Maybe I'll do like a planets ranking, or maybe I'll talk about like my top favorite levels. There's 45 levels, so I'm definitely not gonna rank all of them. I mean, ranking 36 levels in this took way too long. Anyways, let's get into the top 12 levels of LEGO Star Wars: The Complete Saga. If Betrayal over Bespin was a fun but all over the place level in Cloud City, then Cloud City Trap is a straight and narrow, insane adventure. For one thing, this level has some of the most iconic moments in the movies, with most of the level just being Luke and Darth Vader duking it out, with the "I am your father" speech at the end, which is hilariously done through gestures, as the characters don't speak in this game. Sure, this level is somewhat difficult. I mean, you do spend most of it fighting the most iconic Star Wars villain in the entire franchise, but the level is extremely well done, with a lot of good visuals and great storyline. And I don't mean to ruin it, but Revelations, the level in Skywalker Saga it's basically this, also really well made. Yeah, this one. The level that reeks of prequel trilogy cringe with Jar Jar Binks. But hey, I always loved this level. When I think of nostalgia about LEGO Star Wars: The Complete Saga, this is one of those levels that I think about. It's only the second level in the game, but it's a lot more engaging than Negotiations, in my personal opinion. I know that's very controversial because a lot of people love Negotiations. There's a lot of Negotiations hype. Personally, wasn't my cup of tea. But the visuals in this level, I think, are some of the best in the entire game. It's an area that isn't really explored and than any other point in the game, so it's a very unique level. It sort of feels like the opening level part 2. It's just as short, so it's still easing you into the rest of the game, but it's 10 times better than the first level. Breaking into the top 10 with a boss level, Count Dooku, and the best way for me to describe this level is video game candy. And there's going to be other levels still yet to be mentioned that fit this description as well. The whole level is just the boss fight, basically. There's not really any other stages to it. You just walk in and boom, you're fighting Dooku. It's a simple fight, but it feels a little different than the other boss fights. It's more like the Sidious fight at the end of the game, but it even feels more original to that as well. This may not be like the most fondly remembered level in the game, but after playing it enough times, I feel like it is a very underrated level. This is one of the longest levels in the game, but boy is it a classic. Traveling through the desert of Tatooine, shooting Tusken Raiders, and getting sucked into a sand crawler. It's one of the levels I played a lot as a kid, and I still enjoy playing it now. There's just so much to cover in this level. Sometimes it seems like it goes on and on and on, but it's a great level. I can still hear the music from it rattling around in my head. Dun, 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 dun. I think it's a pretty well-liked level among the LEGO game community, as well as it should be. Now this is a kick-butt level. The setting is one of the best in the game, as you're jumping from ship to ship until you get onto Jabba's big floating palace. This level does have its difficult parts, as you're constantly barraged with an onslaught of enemies. I'm talking Gamorrean guards, skiff guards, the whole shebang. But it's a very fun level. It can get long, but if you know what you're doing, you can soar right through it. I guess my only complaint with this level is that we don't get a boss fight as Leia against Jabba, but then again, his death isn't really compatible with a fight. But that's it. This level is what this game is all about. It's crazy, it's fast-paced, it's a memorable part of the Return of the Jedi. It's the best level in Episode 6, if we're being honest. Also, little editor's note there, I wrote this script like months ago because it's taken me this long to make this series, obviously. I wrote this, obviously, before Skywalker Saga came out. So I take back the comment I made about the boss fight with Jabba not being very compatible, because the level, the Copa Katana in Skywalker Saga, which is basically the same as this level, does have the boss fight between Leia and Jabba. And I mean, it's okay. It's not the best, but at least I know now that it is, in fact, compatible to a LEGO game. Remember when I said that the Count Dooku level was like candy? Well, General Grievous is an overload of the senses. This level is a joy to play. It's fast-paced, not too difficult, and come on, you're fighting General Grievous. Seriously, you can complete the whole level in probably like 5 minutes or less, and it's far from a boring level. It's not like Zam Wesell, where that fight lasts like the fight of it lasts like 5 seconds. This fight is really short, but it's very enjoyable. That being said, they probably could have included a little bit more into it, as the actual fight in Revenge of the Sith is a bit longer and has more parts to it, but the absence of any other scenes doesn't take away from this awesome level, and it's almost like the creators of Skywalker Saga were reading my mind, because the General Grievous fight in that game, not only is it just all around better, but it also has the best name ever of the level, which is So Uncivilized, because, you know, you gotta get the reference in there. The first 2 levels in this game were really just a warm-up for Escape from Naboo. This is a bit longer of a level. The setting of Naboo is simply breathtaking. Even with the decades-old graphics in the level, it's still so fun, beginning to end. This is one of those levels I never forgot about after years of playing it. This was always one of my favorite levels. But the most shocking thing is that this isn't even my favorite level from The Phantom Menace. I'd say that this level wins the award for best setting of a level. A droid factory on Geonosis. This level is dark and it's full of hazards like lava, hydraulic presses, and droidicas. The most annoying yet coolest droid you'll fight in the entire game. This is another really long one, but it's worth every minute for the incredible sights and grade A gameplay. This is another one of those levels I remember fondly when playing it as a kid. And if I'm being honest, I think I might actually prefer the droid factory level in Complete Saga than the Droid Factory level in Skywalker Saga. I think it's one of the rare occurrences where the old version of the level actually is better than the new one, in my personal opinion. One of the best feel-good levels in the entire game. There's something about the pacing of this level that's just so zen. It's right off the heels of a very stressful vehicle level, and the setting of an underground snow base is such a cool area to explore. It's kind of a shame we didn't get a level similar to this in Skywalker Saga, but oh well. It's the perfect length for a level. It simply has all the little things a level needs to make a level a good level. It tickles all the feels for me. I know I'm beginning to sound like a broken record, but most of the levels in Part 3 are just blissfully enjoyable, so it's hard to differentiate between them. Yes, you're probably wondering, wait, there's one last vehicle level left for him to talk about, and have been anxiously waiting for it to come up, anticipating that it would still be relatively low. Well, what can I say? I'm full of surprises, aren't I? Yes, out of a game that had mind-numbingly infuriating vehicle missions, there was one diamond in the rough, one that made it all the way to the very podium of my level rankings. That diamond in the rough was the vehicle level that broke the mold, and the Death Star too. This level is Rebel Attack, the grand finale of A New Hope. Let me start by saying this. This level is a work of art. It's short but sweet, it's chaotic but simple all at the same time. Each stage of the level is exciting and engaging, but not aggravating like other vehicle missions can be. And best of all, you're blowing up the Death Star. I mean, come on. Sure, you can say that the blowing up of the Death Star and into the Death Star is a little bit more action-packed, but that mission is also located in the 7th ring of hell. So Rebel Attack is 10 times better. You know what? I'll just say it. There might not be a better vehicle mission in any other LEGO game, period. Now that being said, there are still 2 levels that beat Rebel Attack for me. Because what can I say? I'm a non-vehicle level kind of guy. And not even a level like Rebel Attack could change that. And taking the number 2 spot for me is Darth Maul. The conclusion to the Phantom Menace. And boy, what a conclusion it is. Unlike some of the other boss levels, this one actually starts as a normal level with Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon Jinn chasing after Maul. It has some of the most memorable moments in the game for me. Especially that platforming section in the middle. Oh, nostalgia! And who can forget the final boss fight with Darth Maul? For the first boss fight in the game, it's pretty good. You don't feel like the game is necessarily going easy on you. I mean, it's still very easy because it's a LEGO game, but it's still easy to take the fight seriously. It's and that final cutscene, one of my favorite scenes in Star Wars, translated perfectly into LEGO form. Out of all the levels in this game, this one is by far the most nostalgic to me. This level honestly feels like the true first level in Attack of the Clones. Like, can Bounty Hunter Pursuit just, like, not have happened? Seriously, though, this level doesn't even feel like it's in LEGO Star Wars. The whole ambiance of it feels like it's from a completely different game. I love the rainy and dismal atmosphere of Kamino. This level probably wins the award for best setting design. Even storyline-wise, this level is epic, as it's the level that properly introduces Jango Fett. Yes, he's at the end of Bounty Hunter Pursuit, but just no. I mean, this level has got it all. For such a dreary level, it's one of the most beautiful and captivating ones. Every moment of it has you at the edge of your seat. There's no stress at all. This is the only level in this game that feels like a video game different than LEGO Star Wars, and somehow that makes it the best level in the game. This was a hard ranking to do. The top 3 was extremely close, and sometimes I did contemplate switching them around, but this is how I decided to rank them, and I'm saying that Discovery on Kamino is the best level in LEGO Star Wars, the complete saga, and I am so disappointed. to report that they don't have a Discovery on Kamino level in Skywalker Saga. They instead decided to have all the whatever on Kamino just be like part of the transitioning between levels. And so they decided to keep the Bounty Hunter Pursuit level, which, I mean, it was an improvement, I will give it that. But they replaced this level in Skywalker Saga with another vehicle level, which isn't that good. You're fighting Jango Fett through an asteroid field. That's literally it. So Attack of the Clones starts off the bat with 2 consecutive vehicle levels in Skywalker Saga. Probably the only thing wrong with the game, honestly. Well, anyways, that brings this 3-part series to a close. And yeah, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you later for finally, I'm actually doing another 3-part video series because I have to do the Survivor 42 cast ranking. It's been so long. It's probably like the latest I've ever been to doing a cast ranking for any like reality TV show. So yeah, look out for that. Comment, subscribe. See you later.